Welcome y'all to the Automated Cash Clinic YouTube channel. I'm your host, Dr. Mateo, the founder, the owner, and I'm excited for today's video. I'm going to walk through just an overview of the guide, and we'll dive into just a few things on that. This is a free resource. I'll put it in the description below. It's also in our channel description, so it's there for your access. You can see what our motto is: work less, profit more, live better. We want profits and freedom, not just chasing patient volume and revenue, which means you work more as you hire more team and you see more people and you're not really gaining traction, and then your team members quit or something happens, and then you have to step right back in. And I say that with the intent too for clients or patients is our goal is to be high impact. I always say, I don't want to be the busiest chiropractor that you've ever met. I want to be the most productive chiropractor that you've ever met, meaning that the people that come in, we produce well. I give you my full attention, my very best, and it helps you produce your very best in life. And to me, that's a bigger impact. So let's go ahead and dive into the free guide. We'll take a look at this. I see a lot of people on YouTube. I've been on calls where people, coaches, management groups, they'll pound their chest and say, we helped this office do 100K in revenue. I'm like, that's really cute talking about revenue. Like, let's talk about profits. And let's talk about the time, energy cost to get there. So for me, if you're seeing 100K in revenue, but you're only taking 10 to 20K home in profit, and your time, energy cost is 40 plus hours a week, you have to manage team, and you have all this liability or overhead, you're over leveraging yourself in a sense to do so. I don't know if that really makes sense to me. So for me, I always want to know about profits and the time, energy cost each week, but also to get to the point of where you have the profits and freedom. And also, like, let's create a practice that we enjoy showing up to. So for the past 7 years in practice, past 40 years, I've ran my practice completely solo. We're getting into that season where we're getting close to acquiring another doc or team member. That way I just have more freedom. We're getting people asking about our model. This is why we created the Automated Cash Clinic. And so with that, it's much more fun, in my experience too, of hiring the very best at their position. I mean, you don't hire someone to develop, and hopefully as you create more income and profits, that you'll be able to pay them better and that they'll be the right person to help you build. It's like, no, we've already built it. We're going to go acquire the best. Like, if you look at some of the best companies, Tesla, SpaceX, Ford, Nike, Apple, they're acquiring at their top end positions. They're acquiring people that can already come in and execute. They're not developing people at the top end stage. And so for us, that's really what we want to do too. And so for me too, being a part of different chiropractic management groups, again, their model never got them out of the practice. It was more so, and I'm grateful for those groups and connection. And it's not to slight them. It's more to differentiate of how we're different from them. Is their model itself never got them out. So they would, being the coaches or mentors or whatever the name is for the people in the group, right? They'd have students intern to them because they want to learn. That help them do the marketing and build their practice. And then on top of that, they get paid from the group from coaching, and or they go create technologies inside of chiropractic, inside those groups, since they already have the people that are following them. And that's how they got out. But the model itself did not get them out. And so for me, I wanted to create a practice I love showing up to, and the model itself could help chiropractors not have to be in the practice if they don't want to. So at the time of this recorded video is I only have 13 adjusting hours per week. And outside of that, I'm in there maybe 20 hours a week, and that's with new client volume dependency. Everything else is automated. We're going to go over how we automate from SOAP notes, macros, the SOAP note macros, and lining that up with intake forms, how we leverage digital intake forms to automate data. So you can create like new client, we call them clients in our office, new client guides showing that like, hey, this is what most people come in starting with. Real impacts are quality of life, sleep, freedom, future ability, job performance. And at 30 days, they're sleeping better, their job performance is better. 70% of people are better from their primary reason. They came in 30 days, they're 70% better when all these other things they tried did not work. At 60 days, they're this much improved. 90 days, they're this much improved, and so on. So having that's helpful. And then automating the way that people can schedule coming in is another big way of doing that. But you guys can see this here: more patients, more complexity, less freedom, plateaued profits. So again, this isn't, if you want to get out of your practice, this is going to be a great model for that, meaning you want to work on businesses. That's my preferred way. But at the same time, I enjoy showing up to my business, my practice, because also when I go to hire, like, it's going to be easy to hire. Hey, I love it. This is what I do every day. It's super easy. Who's not going to want to come work for a clinic that's fun, enjoyable, that's profitable, meaning they get paid well from the beginning, and the majority of it's automated, right? It's going to be easy to hire. You just got to qualify the right people for it when you get there. Or if you want to practice in your practice the next 50 years, you just don't want the high stress of it, great model for you too. It's just the smartest model. And I learned this by getting outside of the chiropractic industry and getting around smart business people and entrepreneurs of what they're creating. So for me, it's not, you can do high volume in this model if you want. It's doing it in stride where it doesn't cost you your time, energy, freedom, or profits. And so for me, it's more about impact. If I always say I don't want to be the busiest chiropractor, I want to be the most impactful. Less stress, more freedom. The 3 pillars, this is important: operations, marketing, fulfillment. We'll go into these probably on a separate video. Operations is what we're going to automate for you, so you don't even have to worry about any of this stuff. You'll do very minimal in that. The majority, you should be great at delivering the goods here, right? You should already be good at that. Building value is something that you'll have to learn if you haven't learned already, and then continuing to provide value over time. That's retention. And at that point, marketing is the biggest variable. We have partners that have been very successful for us that we can connect you with. You can do it yourself too if you want. But then the rest of your time should be actually helping and facilitate marketing, making sure you get the biggest ROI per dollar spent, and also making sure that, right, if they're scheduling and you're running solo, you want qualified people to come in so you're not wasting your time. So also disqualifying people. These are the things that you'll need: ChiroHD, JotForm, SKED, Stripe, Google Business. And again, Google Business is in here. You can do it different ways, but this is what we leverage. A payment system. Some of this stuff might change too in the future. So I always say this is only gonna get better. This is the part that I like over team members in the beginning is the technology is going to get better over time. Your team members is not guaranteed that. So this is going to get better. Could also lower overhead, meaning if these companies start to acquire these technologies or put them in, yeah, it may bump our monthly, but overall it's going to cost us less and be more efficient because it's all in-house. These are the ad platforms that we use, or marketing platforms. So these are the things that you'll need to: Facebook, Instagram. You can have a YouTube channel. This one's not really required. You're going to want Google ads and definitely a website. Where do we start? This goes through the how-to. So you can go through this yourself, but ChiroHD, the soap notes and macros, SKED's going to be a lot of the communication. So if someone's running 5 or 10 minutes behind, we can have an AI in there that responds to that stuff. You can have a team member that does it. You can have canned response, automated reviews. You can also have automated reactivations for previous clients, patient education and resources. So this part's already in there. I really like it. So if someone, like for example, what do we have in there? Someone wants to learn about CBD, they can text CBD to the office. It automatically texts them the vetted companies that we like. You could do that for exercises, YouTube exercise. If someone texts shoes to our office, we'll send them a link of healthy shoes. Like, this really just comes down to how creative you want to be with it. JotForm, digitize every form, digitize all care plan agreements. Everything's done digitally. You have them signed via an iPad. They fill out their forms before they come into the office, so you can prep for it. Vitally important to prep for it. This is going to build higher value, but also it just makes it easier as far as time constraint in the office. And JotForm will also give you data on this. It automatically creates reports. So you can see, why is everyone coming into my office? What's the gender? What's the age demographic? And then you can also do that for re-exams. And then you have a full picture of like, hey, the first 90 days, this is where they started. This is where they're at 30, 60, 90. And you can do that times every client, paint a picture. And that's why I always say I'm so confident, as long as you do your part, you show up to your appointments, you come in, you do your part at home, we're going to get great results, because we don't accept people that we don't believe we can get good results with. Right? It just makes sense. And when you're profitable, it's much easier to do than when you're counting pennies and you need every close. So vitally important to be profitable. People are better chiropractors when they're more profitable. It is, I'll say that for myself. Why? When I don't have to worry about food, bills, my lifestyle, it's easy to just go in and just be the best chiropractor I can be. SKED also helps with marketing and auto sends all this stuff. So for us, once they schedule through the front end, it automatically tracks where they're coming from. This is with SKED and GoHighLevel. SKED will probably have this all in it at some point in time, but it makes it easy. I know where they're coming from. Did they come from our website? Did they come from Facebook or Instagram? Did our marketing team schedule them? Did we schedule them internally? And then once they hit our schedule, it automatically takes care of the rest. It'll send them the intake forms. If we manually schedule it, sends them the intake forms and the payment link. That way they never hit our schedule without paying. Fulfillment, closer framework, day 1 and day 2, vitally important, AAA framework. And again, for me, like everything sells and people have a negative connotation for it. And I just don't really care. It's constant selling. If you're in a relationship, like with a spouse, kids, you're selling all the time. It's really education and building value. At that point, I don't force people into care. I don't want hostages. I don't want people that are forced into care. Never did. The reason for that is A, they're going to taint the office for the rest of the people. B, that's why like our reputation is so good, is because we accept the people we know we're going to succeed with. The people that are in between or a no, then like that's fine. Go somewhere else. Like that's cool. We love you just the same. Like operations, this will cover all this. Absolutely no scanning is a big one. Customized SOAP notes. We do this according to your intake forms. It makes the training process super easy, but it just follows your intake forms. You can literally get so fast at doing it. Like for me, it takes me like maybe 2 minutes. And again, we're not a compliance company, but we do these things. We send a lot out for auto and PI, Medicare as well. So for us, we try to be as compliant as we can. So it's not that we're just throwing random stuff in there. It's like, no, we try to be as compliant as we can, but there's also a way that you can always do that better. Patient communication, Alina, text and call receptionist, drip campaigns, reactivation campaigns, auto send affiliate product links, triggers inside of ChiroHD. It makes it super easy to have checklists of knowing what to do so you never miss a thing. And then when you hire team or associate docs, it's super easy. This is what happens. This is our process. The task list is going to fire. You follow the task list. You don't uncheck it until it's done. Super easy. This is a big one, reporting. You'll hear me talk about data. This is why every company wants your data. All the spam calls, everything that's happening, everyone wants your data. There's a reason for that data. They say data runs the world. In a sense, that is true. So we want to make sure we have access to our data and in an easy way that's to digest and so we can present it for the marketing front. 2 types of patients from the marketing overview. New patients who are ready to schedule now. We want that to be easy where we don't have to do anything. That's the automated links. You can see at GoHighLevel, Stripe, ChiroHD, SKED, and JotForm. Those are the combos of technology we need. Hopefully at some point that it'll probably still be Stripe. There could be other payments inside of ChiroHD or SKED maybe coming down the pipeline, but where SKED has both of these, the GoHighLevel and Stripe inside of it, but at least the GoHighLevel, so it'll be one less technology. This tells you how to do it. So that's going to be the easy. And then, type 2 are people that want more dialogue. So that's where we hop on a phone, but that's the easy part, right? I always say it should be exciting to hop on a phone when you're potentially going to have a closed business. Help more people, however you want to word it. Closed business, help more people. They're both the same to me. Helping more people, there's a reason why you charge money, is because you want to make money too. So it can be both. And then you can have AI vet out a lot of those. And with the AI too, is if it's not a good response by AI, you can always pick up the phone and call them. Like that's the thing. Most people are super like, hey, like it's me, the doctor. I saw that our AI did not handle that. And I just wanted to make sure we got all your questions answered and see if it makes sense for us to get you set up for a new patient appointment or a new client appointment. Super easy, right? Just be a human. The closer framework, we'll have to go over that. That's something that you're definitely going to need to learn. The day 1 and day 2 of how to educate your clients and build value on what you're doing so they can qualify themselves in or out. That's what I always say. We're not forcing them to be one way or another. Some groups will teach you that. For me, I want them to express themselves, that they value what we do and they believe we're the right fit for that. There's a way to educate them accordingly to do that. And usually it's less information as far as chiropractors, we want to go wide into like Krebs cycle and I don't know, whatever else is out there, the spinal thalamic tract, and I'm just pulling words that I remember from boards. But these are things that you want to go to, but actually just keeping it very condensed and let them guide how the process goes. And we're just staying inside of a structure that helps build value. AAA objection training, knowing the difference between, them just bringing up a statement versus, hey, this is an actual objection, and being able to ask questions or reframe things in a way, again, for them to express themselves in and out as the right fit for our office. When to ask for referrals, most people don't know this. When they start care, have a big win, graduate into wellness. Most people don't ask at the beginning. Reevaluations and check-ins, those are vitally important. Make sure they're always heard, make sure they're on track with their symptoms, and then also building value into function in order for you to continue to feel this way or for us to get the results that we've gotten. It's because we chase function, not symptoms. The numbers, I'm a numbers guy. So for me, this is the only sheet this is my favorite sheet. Like, to be honest, whenever I go to something else, like, just show me the numbers. Like, I'm going to discern in the beginning who you are, what you're about. And at that point, I just want to know the numbers of why it makes sense for me. So for us, we did the value on this. You can run it through AI. You can put it through wherever you want, but the average salary of a CA, when you look at taxes, insurance, turnover, inefficiency, we're roughly 55 to 65K. So we just use 60K for simple math right in the middle. So for us, looking at what we need to install, this is Chiropractic's monthly, a CA's monthly roughly cost. In some places you all might be like, it's less than that. I'm like, okay, but why does it have to be anything at all? If they're just doing tasks, if you don't have a high value team member, like for me, I want a big team over time in all my businesses and all my assets, but I want to work with very high executing and high value team members. People are always very valuable as people. I'm not saying it as people, I'm saying it for what the business needs. I want them to be able to execute at a high level, have a high standard, and high valuable team members where they're valuable to us, where we're working. I always think more Navy SEALs versus just the general broad military. And I love our military, by the way. So if you're a veteran or anything, that it's not in reference to that of that. It's more into the structure of it. So anyways, 5,000 monthly, 60,000 annually over 5 years. That's 300,000 over 10 years. That's 600,000. And I put all this there. You can look at whatever number makes sense to you. For us, the total tech packages, and these could go down if more get in-housed, but you're looking at monthly roughly $936. Annually, that's $11,232. That's basically, you're going to be in the profit zone in under 3 months. That's why I know our stuff works. Like, I do this. You can't go broke over low overhead. So these $100,000 revenue models, I'm like, cool, but how hard are you working to get that? How much team do you have to oversee? What's your autonomy? What happens if something happens to you or a team member? Are you right back in there? In this model, right, if you're hiring a doc in, if you start solo, yes, it's dependent on you. But when you hire a doc in, it's no longer dependent on you. And again, you can use a lot of these profits to do that. And that's what I'd rather have personally a doc as my second team member besides myself, because they can deliver the goods, they can help with marketing, they can help with operations, they can help with all of it. If you hire a team member, my team member is going to be good at marketing for sure, and then they're also going to be able to help with operations. Those are the two buckets. But they're not a necessity in my opinion. More of a luxury hire as you get there. So annually, that's annually for the year. It costs you less than like 3 months of a CA. 5 years, that's $56,000. Over a 10-year, that's $112,000. Basically 2 years of a CA. You're over a 10-year time. This is why the model is like a no-brainer to me. But I know it's not for everyone, and that's okay too. I'm like, you're literally gonna, like, in 2 years, like you've paid for all of it, like for 10 years worth of that. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I love numbers. So you save roughly $4K a month, $48,000 a year, almost $500,000 over 10 years. So for me, it's like, start this way. And then as you have the unbelievable profits there, then just go hire exactly what you want. And you get to create the practice exactly how you want versus, being a tightwad and be like, oh, hopefully we make it next month. I'm going to have to hire before. It's like, no, you hire when you have the profits sitting there and you're ready and you want to get the exact person and create the exact lifestyle that you want. So, and at the end, you'll see this in the links in the description. You'll see it in the links in our channel. Get in touch. You can email us through here. If you haven't already, subscribe. We have a free Facebook group. This is ChiroHD specific. We have a paid Facebook group as you join our installation. If you want the installation or you want to be a part of that group, that'll require a discovery call so we can see if you're going to be, again, the right fit for us and vice versa, that we're the right fit for you. So if there's something that interested to you, you don't want to install it yourself and you want assistance and support in that, and you want to be a part of our paid community, then go ahead and schedule a call or send me an email so we can get in touch and work that way. And if you guys haven't already, hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.